One, two, three, go. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Esther and this is Esther Spills. I know it's been a long time I've been away, like for a year now, almost like that. And I'm really sorry, but I hope to make a video to explain why I've been off YouTube for all this while, what I've been up to, and some of the exciting things I've been working on behind the scenes. I hope to make a video about that. But for now, thank you so much for joining us. And yes, if you're a new viewer, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, as usual, I'm back with some MEXT tidbits for 2022. Okay, it's like a video I've made before, but this time it's for 2022, so just to refresh your memories for those who are joining me for the first time. Okay, now the MEXT teacher training program is for teachers who are interested in improving their teaching skills or who want to acquire more teaching skills or see ways they can improve the educational sector of their countries. And MEXT, being the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports, Science and Technology of Japan, is so liberal and they're giving us scholarships to teachers too. So if you're a teacher and you're interested, please sit back, listen and enjoy this video. All right, so like I mentioned already, MEXT, really the Japanese government is so generous in giving these scholarships, and citizens of developing countries like me are really grateful to the Japanese government for making such wonderful free donations to countries and allowing students to come and study here for free. Okay, but this time they're also opening their doors to teachers, and that's why we are here today for the MEXT teacher training program 2022. Okay, now I'll be talking specifically to citizens of Nigeria and some countries that have bilateral relations with Japan. This video should be for you. Okay, all right, so now I'll start first with the conditions to apply. If you are interested, please, before we go further, don't forget to like and subscribe if you find the content interesting. Okay, so the conditions for you to apply, the first condition is for you to be a citizen of a country that has diplomatic ties with Japan. Okay, that's the first condition. The second condition for you to apply is your age. And for this year, if you were born on or after April 1987, then you are qualified to apply. So if you were born before then, I'm sorry, too bad. You see, that's why I always tell people to apply, because the older you get, the less chances you have to apply for scholarships like this. Okay, now the third condition for you to apply is your academic and career background. So first of all, you have to be a graduate of a university. If you're already a doctorate degree holder, I don't think you need this. And then you must be a teacher in your country. Elementary school and secondary school teachers or junior or senior high school teachers are welcome to apply. Also, teachers in teacher training colleges, like in Nigeria we have College of Education. Yeah, so if you're a teacher in a College of Education, then you're welcome to apply. The fourth requirement is a Japanese language ability. This is not compulsory, okay, but it's appreciated. If you're proficient in Japanese language, then you can apply. But even if you don't have that, you should be willing, okay, to learn the language. So for those who are proficient already in the language, fine. For those who are not, then you should have an open mind and be ready to learn the language so much that you can conduct your research in Japanese language. Am I making sense? Please like if you are getting what I'm saying. Don't forget to subscribe, okay, or press the bell button. The fifth requirement is your health, okay. You have to be physically and mentally okay to come to Japan. That's the fifth requirement. The sixth requirement, you should be able to arrive in Japan within the allotted time. I mean, in principle, you should be in Japan like 2 weeks before the commencement of lectures of your program. So, and normally it starts around September or October, so you should be able to land Japan between September and October. And then with this COVID whole issue, there might be need for you to get quarantined, so it's best to at least plan to arrive at least 2 weeks before the beginning
in the beginning.
the beginning of your program. So if you have to quarantine, it will not in any way affect your studies. Does that make sense? Does it? So this is really serious, a very important requirement, because if you are not able to get here within the stipulated time for you to arrive, you just might lose your scholarship. Except in some very serious, exceptional cases that I don't know, you may have to discuss with MEXT. I don't know, but I mean, if you have your links, you can give them a call and tell them, I'm sorry, I'm too busy, I can come to your country now until I'm ready. Okay, that's just me getting ahead of myself. The age requirement is for you to be qualified to apply, you have to make sure you are not a military personnel. I mean, I mentioned earlier already that you have to be a teacher, right? So I don't know what connects a teacher with a soldier. But people can do two things at the same time. I mean, also, if you're already on a scholarship in Japan and you're studying already, you cannot apply. I think that's what it means. If you are a previous MEXT scholar, like you just finished a MEXT scholarship like a year ago, and you want to now come for this other MEXT scholarship, dude, stop being greedy. No, you cannot apply. And again, another condition for you to apply is you have to be willing to assume the status of a student when you come here to Japan. Like, you cannot expect to come here and be the wife of a citizen, or be a housewife, or be a businessman, or have some other kind of visa and you want to go in for a teacher training program. Remember, it's for teachers, so you have to come in here as a student who is here to make research and how to be a better teacher in your country. The 9th requirement for you to apply is you have to promise, you have to agree to return back to your home countries at the end of your studyship, or at the end of your study. So if you somewhere in your mind know that you're not planning to go back to your countries, please don't bother to apply. I'm being serious. Do you know why? Because the Japanese government is really out. They are ready to collect back the sum of the scholarship benefit if you refuse to go back. So let's say father is like Dangote and you're super rich and you have the money to pay back the government, then you can decide to give that a try. But otherwise, I would advise you, if you know you're not ready to go back to your countries at the end of this program, please do not apply. Read my lips. Do not apply. Okay, now let's talk about the scholarship period. Okay, this scholarship lasts for a year and 6 months. Okay, not 2 years old. Not 2 years, yeah, just about a year and 6 months. So in principle, for the 2022 MEXT scholarship for teacher training students, the scholarship period is from October 2022 until March 2024. Okay, so that's roughly 1 year and 6 months, yeah, for your scholarship period. Now let's go to the benefits. Okay, the benefits of this scholarship. Okay, first of all, during your scholarship period, the Japanese government, or MEXT, will pay you 143,000 yen every month as your monthly stipend. Okay, and depending on the city where you get to do your research, you might be paid an extra 2,000 or 3,000 yen to that, to make about 146,000 yen. Depends on where you get to do your research. Okay, another benefit is that your tuition fee will be paid already by MEXT, so you don't have to pay school fees or anything. So with your stipends, you should be able to pay for your accommodation, which will already be prepared for you by MEXT before you arrive, and then maybe feed yourself, do whatever you need to do. Just stipend, you know. We know what to do with stipends, don't we? We do. Yeah. And another benefit is that your travel expenses will be covered by MEXT, so you don't have to bother about saving money to pay your airfare to and from Japan. Now it's going to be covered by MEXT. Okay, so it's really a wonderful opportunity, and I really would love for teachers in Nigeria and other countries to really apply for this scholarship. Okay, what you need to apply. So now let's assume you are sure you meet the qualifications and you want to apply for this scholarship. What do you need to do? First of all, the link to the scholarship announcement is on the Embassy of Japan in your country's website. Okay, or let me just make it easier. Okay, I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. Okay, so there in the link, you can just click on that link and it takes you straight to the website where you see what document you need to upload. But because I'm super kind and I really want things to be easy for you, I'm going to still list out these documents for you so you can just note them down and get ready to apply. Before we go further, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I mean, it's free, okay? So please do that while you can. So we go straight into the documents you need for you to apply for this delicious, nice scholarship for teachers. Okay, so the first on the list, you have to get the application form. Now the application form will be on that link. So once you get the form, you have to print it out and fill it in. You can either write it in yourself neatly. If you're writing, if your handwriting is good, it's clean, you can write it yourself, or you can type it in or use some kind of software to type it in yourself. Anyone that suits you, whichever way you prefer, please do. Okay, but just please fill it in neatly and make sure the information you put therein is correct. Okay, don't give any false information. Don't try to make some things look better than they really are. Okay, so please be honest in your application. So that's the first one. And when submitting this form, you have to send the original copy that you've filled in and a photocopy of the original. Okay, so this is the first document, so take note, it's your first document. So the second document is your placement preference form. So this is the form where you write the universities you want to do your research in, where you also write the course or the topic you want to research on, probably the professors you want to work with. Okay, this is where you get to write all that. And a link to that form is also found in the scholarship website that I'm going to leave in the description box below. The third document is your transcript. This is very important. In the link, it is stated that you should put the original copy of your degree transcript, one original and one photocopy. But we know how difficult it is to get our transcripts in Nigeria, right? So I think there's an exception where you can send maybe colored clear copies of the originals and have have someone of authority in your school write that this is a copy of the original copy. The fourth requirement would be your degree result. Okay, remember we just talked about the transcript, that's the third one. So the fourth is your degree result or degree certificate. Be one original copy and one photocopy. And just like I mentioned in the transcript, you can give a clear copy of the original and have it notarized that this is a clear copy of the original. Am I making sense? I think so. The fifth one will be your certificate of employment. You have to send an original copy and a photocopy of that too, together with your application package. Okay. The sixth document would be your recommendation letter. So the recommendation letter will be given you by your supervisor at your place of work. The seventh is your medical certificate. A certificate that shows that you are well, that you're fine, you're healthy enough to come to Japan. Okay. So also in the scholarship link, there is a link where you can print out the form, like a sample for it. It's actually the form you'd use, okay, to go and run through this test. Okay. Now, a note of warning, please, when you get this form, please endeavor to run the test therein. It's for your own good. Okay. It's best for you to be sure you are okay physically before you come here. I mean, you're leaving your country to another faraway country. How about coming here and falling sick? That would be too bad. 8.1 is not really a mandatory document, but if you have it, then that's fine. Okay, it's a certificate of Japanese proficiency. Now, there is something about these guys. Okay, in Japan, things are done in order. They like things to be done orderly, well arranged, smoothly, and just exactly the way they want it to be. So in sending your documents, please, it is advised that you write the number of each document in the order with which they want it. For example, our first document is your application form. So at the top right hand side of the form, please write number 1, just 1. Okay, so 1 is there showing is the first document. The second document is your application preference form, okay, your placement preference form, sorry. So you write number 2 therein at the top right hand side, just to show this is the second one. Okay, the third one is your transcript, number 3. So remember, original, photocopy, original, photocopy, original, together. Okay, so just write number 1, number 2, number 3. The fourth one is your degree certificate, number 4, that way. So please write them, the number, according to the order with which I just mentioned them to you, okay? Or also according to the order as mentioned in the link in the websites containing the application, the scholarship announcement. I think on the application form there's a part where you have to put a passport photograph. Okay, so please endeavor to take a passport photograph of yourself, of course, and it should be taken at least within 6 months, okay, of your application period. Okay, don't send the passport photograph you took when you were in elementary school. I mean, who does that? But yes, don't do that. Okay, so put a clear colored passport photograph of yourself. Again, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Please help all the teachers we have back home in Africa. I need to also beg you for something. The scholarship period began in December and is going to end in January 31st, the 31st of January 2022. So you have roughly 1 month to apply. Please do not push and say, oh, I have more, I still have like 1 month, I still have some months. You don't have any time. So please hurry up and start gathering your documents. Okay, once you get one ticket, number one done, number two done, so make sure you get these things ready, because time really flies and there is no time. Okay, especially your medical stuff might really take some time, so please get that ready as soon as possible. Okay, that's what I'm telling you now, so you don't say, I didn't know, I wish I knew. Okay, so that is it for the MEXT 2022 scholarships for teacher training students in Japan. I know you might have questions or you have some doubts, or there are some things you want to clarify on. Please don't forget, please write your questions in the comment section below. And if you have any ideas for improvement, you have feedbacks, criticisms, I welcome them all. Please write them in the comment section below. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in and for watching this video. Like, I know loyal subscriber, thank you so much. And that is it for today, and that is that for the teacher training scholarship for 2022. And now I'll be saying goodbye to you, so please take care of yourselves, enjoy yourselves, do not play too much during the holidays, and please, time waits for no one, so hurry up and apply as soon as possible. And it's your girl Esther saying once more, be nice, be kind, be happy. Bye.